Basically, there is a growing demand for quality engineers in the area of electronic system, considering the semiconductor growth in industry. Semiconductor growth in India. There is a large demand for quality engineers, as I mentioned, and this program is specifically designed to address that need. So students who will study this program will have industry-ready skills at the end of the program. And this is a program is designed in a way that the number of seats are unlimited. That way, we will be able to address the need of large number of quality engineers in this electronic system domain. So basically, we are looking at a way to address this specific need, considering India's fast growth in the semiconductor and electronic system domain. Actually, to apply for this program, the student has to just pass class 12 with maths and physics background. So if they have done courses in maths and physics, and if they have passed plus 2 or class 12, that is sufficient. There is no entrance required to, or the student, there is no JEE requirement to join this program. So class 12 with maths physics or equivalent. That means diploma students who have done diploma, of course, students study maths and physics. So they are also automatically eligible to join this program. I agree that English language could be a problem for some of the students. So what we have done is in the first 2 terms, there are 2 English courses, very basic level courses, that will help them to bring it to the required level. Also, the teaching material, the recorded material will have subtitles. Also, there will be transcripts provided. So they can read and then follow also. So it is a gradual process. Those who are not well-versed with English, these mechanisms are provided so that the students can follow easily. Actually, see, most of the students might have studied in English in the class 12. So that level is sufficient. Plus, with this special English courses that we have in the first 2 terms, will help them to definitely, make it very comfortable to attend the program. So actually, this program, you are right. In BTech or BE, we have a strong laboratory component, and electronic system study requires that kind of background, of course. So what we have done in this program is there is a specially designed electronic kit that will be given to the students. They will be using that to do certain, laboratory experiments from, remotely. And our instructors from here will help them to, conduct the experiment, evaluate, and so on. So there is what I mean to say is there is a specific lab component, and actually the student will be doing by herself or himself alone. So that way, and with the support from the instructors from here, online. Online in the sense, the instructor will be here, the student will be at the remote place, wherever they are located. So they can take their own time to set it up the experiments and then show it to the instructor using this specially designed electronic kit. And the lab is designed in a way that they will be building or they will be developing a system in step by step. And each step we will help them. And at the end of the term, they will be visiting IIT Madras and then demonstrate this. So that is how it is planned. So lab is a strong component of this program. Laboratory is a strong component of this program. And we have actually explained this procedure and showed this procedure to many industry experts. And they are quite happy with that, because one thing what they appreciated is, in a laboratory environment in the institute, mostly 3 students or so doing the experiment together. On the other hand, here, the student will be doing alone. Although there will be a little bit of difficulty initially, at the end, the student will be very confident about doing the experiment, and having this hands-on skills will help him or her to do very well in the job. So that's about the laboratory component. At the same time, there is also fundamental courses associated with that. So this is a combination of theory and laboratory component makes it special. And it is also specifically, the curriculum is specially designed with the help of industry experts. And this kind of ensures that at the end of the program, the student will have industry-ready skills. There are very few, I'm not aware of similar courses available in India. And this is a first of its kind program from IIT Madras in India. The curriculum is designed in a way that there is a fundamental portion. There are about 9 courses plus a lab in that portion. So once student complete that portion, so amounting to about 44 credits, by that time, if the student wishes to get a job and move on, it is possible. The student can get a certificate and then leave this program. And if the student is interested to continue study more and gain more skills and knowledge, and try to fetch a better job or better future, in that case, they can continue and get up to 86 credit. I mean, once the student gets about 86 credit, they will be eligible to get a diploma certificate. So there is a foundation certificate and diploma. So that is also a stage in which if they wish to take up a job and leave this program, there is an option there. And of course, we prefer the student to continue and complete all the 142 credits that's required to get the BS degree in electronic system. So the multiple options, opt-out options are introduced to give flexibility for the student. Depending on their interest and other situations, they can make a decision at the end of foundation level or diploma level, or at the end of the program, which is where they will get BS degree in electronic system from IIT Madras. Actually, we wanted to give the flexibility to the student. See, in some cases, maybe the student may be already working in an industry and then they wanted to upskill. So while working, they may not be able to do all the courses that we expected to do in a semester. So the option is up to the student. They can do even one course per semester, like that. In theory, we are not saying there is any upper limit for the duration. What is suggested from our side is they can have a break up to 2 terms in this program. So if they take more than 2 terms break, means without any course done, then that will be a discontinuity in the program. Otherwise, there is no upper limit. So I was mentioning about the electronic kit. So first time when they start using it, we need to give an introduction to them, how to use it and so on, and train them. So for that, they will be at the end of the first term, they will be visiting IIT Madras for about 2 weeks. So they will learn how to use the kit. At the same time, they will also do some experiments and then go back. From the later semesters, also they will visit. So basically, every term, they will visit the campus for about 2 weeks. So this is a requirement for the program. And to give flexibility to the students, actually in the summer and in the winter, we will be providing them multiple slots. So depending on their availability, they can book those slots and then come. So there is a flexibility in choosing the slot, but at the same time, there is a visit of 2 weeks required every term. Currently, at the moment, we don't know the number of students who will join this program and so on. So considering various aspects, we are not guaranteeing accommodation in the campus at the moment, but definitely whatever accommodation, if it's available in the campus, we will definitely help them. We will provide them by giving that accommodation. We will also help them in finding out accommodation nearby campus. So at the moment, we are not in a position to guarantee accommodation, but we will help them in getting the accommodation. Although the teaching is online, the exams are conducted offline. So like the BS Data Science program, across the country, there are several exam centers. So the students will have to visit the exam center and write the exam physically. So that is a requirement to ensure quality and so on. But the exams will be mostly on Sundays. So even if they are working or even if they are doing another program, it may not create a problem for them to come and write the exam. And there are more than about 140 plus exam centers across India. So as we hear, India has very ambitious plans in this domain of semiconductor and electronic systems. Of course, investment is a key aspect. Government is taking special steps to, take care of that aspect. At the same time, we know without skilled manpower, nothing can be done. So this is institute like ours. So generating or training such specially skilled engineers is our job. So that is how this program is designed to train large number of quality engineers, or train large number of students, provide quality engineers to India semiconductor activities. And most of, as far as the many predictions are concerned, I think by 2030 or so, India semiconductor industry will be $110 billion or so. So that, of course, there is going to be huge job opportunities. And for India to realize those ambitious goals, definitely we need skilled manpower. And this is one of the steps towards that. This program will help the student to gain, job in the electronic design or development domain as engineers. So basically, any electronic system modern electronic system that we take today, it has got electronic hardware and software. So in this program, we will be actually training them on both aspects. So there will be, there are multiple jobs in automotive, defense, consumer electronics, and so on. In these roles as, electronic system design or testing, developing engineers, development engineers in hardware, electronic hardware, as well as software, or combination of both. Now, regarding the package is concerned, see, this is the first time we are offering this program. So we don't have any exact numbers, but our expectation is that, the salary will be in the range of, or average salary will be 8 to 10 lakhs. That's what our expectation is. Like in the BS Data Science program, we have a dedicated placement team specifically for this program. So we call it as industry interaction team. So they interact with industry, and mainly two things. One, this program has an internship or apprenticeship part. So that's about 6 months. So At that time, they will be working or they will be doing their internship mostly in the industry. So the industry interaction team will help them to get internship. And in that process, students, will most of the time, the internship itself will help them to fetch a job. Other than that, there will be, special workshop, etc., conducted to gain the other, soft skills that are required to help them to get good job. So basically, we have a special team to take care of this aspect, and we are keen on getting them a very good job, and we will do all that is possible from our side. So this apprenticeship or internship is not mandatory, but we strongly encourage the students to do this because that's the time they can directly work with industry and gain, that aspect of the electronic industry skills. So we strongly encourage, and we help them to, as I mentioned, through the a special team we have, we will help them to get the internship or apprenticeship. But this is not compulsory because in certain cases, it may not be practical or there may be some issues. So we are not made it compulsory. In that case, they can do equivalent, courses to compensate for the credit. This internship comes after they obtain the diploma level of credits after 86 credits. There also we will give them flexibility in which term they would like to join for the apprenticeship. It's not very strictly enforced. It's a valid, officially recognized degree from IIT Madras. It's approved by the Senate of IIT Madras, like any other degree from IIT Madras. So that way, as far as the validity is concerned, there is no problem. Now, the question is, whether the other universities are aware of it because it's new. So that part we are, actively working on it. So because it's a new program, we are creating that awareness about this program, how we are operating, and so on. So there will not be any problem. It's a valid official degree from IIT Madras, like any other degree from IIT Madras. It's a kind of a repeat. So basically, there is a, if somebody who is interested in electronics, normally to get, admission in IITs, we need to go through JEE. Due to various, situations, we may not be in a position to, on that day, we may not be that well. So we couldn't do the exam very well or entrance very well. So we may miss those, achieving those dreams. And we are all aware of the how stressful this entrance exams are and so on. So, but this is an opportunity where the student who is interested in electronics and looking at the huge need of such quality engineers that India is looking for, the student who is interested in electronics and looking at the huge need of such quality engineers that India is looking for, this is a very good opportunity for you to learn at your own pace and get a degree from IIT Madras.